Hey, I want to go on a rant. Stay with me about the calendar events. I had this epiphany, this clarity, this awakening that came to me yesterday during Halloween. Halloween, okay, well, don't get me wrong. It's not about, I want everyone to have fun all of the time. My whole life, I never understood who made the calendar, who made time, why is there all this pressure around stuff that just annoys us all. And yesterday I thought, holy, what a gimmick, what a strategy. Stay with me. They, for over 50 years have had an agenda. They agree with me. Clearly have never really had our best intention in mind. It's more always been a business tactic about how to keep the billions coming in on their behalf. Think about it. There has always been, in my opinion, a cold and flu season. And it's kind of been known, I think, correct me if I'm wrong, that sugar is not good for us. So just using Halloween as an example, I went, oh my goodness. So right as the season starts to shift, everybody's going back to school. Everyone spent so much money on all the back to school things because there's always trends and you got to have this and you got to have that. And if you don't, oh boy, oh, pressure. Because the calendar said, because the trend said, because someone said. And then all of a sudden, and tell me, correct me if I'm wrong, were they selling Halloween candy and such right along the same time as the back to school stuff? Could you have bought Halloween stuff at the same time? Because notice how marketing becomes like sooner and sooner and sooner and sooner. Then I thought, oh my goodness. So right as the system shifts, our immune systems start to shift, the worst thing we can ingest is sugar. And I know people are buying it far before Halloween date on the calendar. And I know people are consuming it for the next how long after. Perfect timing if they had an agenda. Perfect timing for a boost to decaying the immune system, a boost to making sure that we can't think rationally and logically. We're going to feel really gross. And just a boost to ensure that we don't feel great and that maybe, just maybe, we'll have to go and see a medical professional. Isn't that a perfect strategy? And then right in time, I realized right in time, and here's the thing, everyone starts getting more, I love decorating, sure, and you could do that daily. Again, everything could be done daily. I was so the kind of person that even when it was like for gift giving during, oh wait, let me back this up. The gift giving, okay, like, also, what is Halloween? What is Halloween? Christmas, I get, there's Christ, God stuff involved there. Thanksgiving has like something for the heart. Where did that even come from? Who invented that? And then what and why does it have to be, again, boo, fun? Okay, but it's gotten so dark, so gory. Again, if they had a plan, is this lining up to create right along the time when everybody's starting to gonna get into a low vibration, to add the darkness, because why couldn't it be, I was just thinking this, like, why couldn't it be Willy Wonka fun? Like, why couldn't it just be like rainbows and unicorns and the decorations be, you don't have to get scared. What if the whole thing is, wow, how cool is that? And you're smiling and laughing and being filled with glee and you get treats. How fun is that? Like, does it have to be that vibration? Just saying. Back to like gift giving and stuff. So I really feel like all of the other calendar events kind of had at some point, boy, it got like, I feel like also every single year there's something else that pops up and I'm like, when did that make the list? I'm like, who said? Did everybody vote? And I mean, I ain't paying attention, so that's possible, but oh my goodness, I don't know. But doesn't it seem? And so gift giving, wow, it became, isn't that a break the bank kind of thing? Look at that. So now they got everybody and heavy with sugar. And now we're going to get into Christmas. Everybody's going to break their bank accounts. Then they're going to talk about a new year. Oh, everybody get some resolutions and make sure and then they're going to market that kind of stuff. I've been studying business and marketing. Take a gander at it if you're curious. You don't believe me. It literally teaches you how to follow the trends, the calendar, the marketing, again, all of the time, my whole life, it never felt right. This buying so much, like everybody having to give a gift on every calendar event for everything. For what? It breaks your bank account, and everyone just wants freedom, and yet guaranteed you don't have the money, and yet you're gonna go and follow the trend, and you're gonna buy the stuff anyways because you have to. Someone said, woo, no one question. What would be wrong if you didn't have to? Oh my goodness. So giving it. Tell me what you got last Christmas. I always think about this. And even when I was young, I was like, don't buy gifts on these calendar events. No one remembers them. It's a pressure and we have to, and we're breaking our account for them. Woo! To me, the best gift, and I did this in my past relationship. It was so important to me. If gifts were going to be given, it was because you saw something in a sporadic moment that made you remember they said something they're gonna love it, and it's a surprise. It's a gift that you're giving because you're like, hey, I saw this and I thought of you. You are not gonna forget that. You are not gonna forget this to this day, because I set that standard in a relationship at really young. It was like I still remember every single one of them because they were so special. And not based around the calendar and the clock and the trend and the marketing gimmicks. Sincere from the heart. It's not supposed to be, in my opinion, such a structured break your bank account event. Everything. And we all follow suit. There is psychology behind that. It's a herd mentality. It's monkey see, monkey do. And if you don't stop and think for yourself, then you follow along, because there's just way too much pressure if you don't, and you don't like that pressure. So instead, you're just going to break your bank account and then complain for the rest of your life about it. But you see again how they got it, because then you have to stay stuck on that hamster wheel you think you do. There are other ways out, but it really does reinforce it. Well, boy, I better take some overtime. I better work a little harder this one. Catch up. Do we ever? No. You can catch up if you get off. Get off the hamster wheel. But anyhow, I just have to share this because I was talking with my friend and she said, you know what? Like, share this philosophy, because does it not make perfect sense how they've found a way to keep us on Here's another fun fact. Think about this. We were saying this. 13 cycles the moon has, and yet 12 months on a calendar. Can we talk about that? Can somebody say something about that? I want to know where the calendar where did it begin? Because I remember studying this forever ago, but I don't remember exactly. But it certainly keeps consistently being adjusted to feed them and not us. And I am really curious when we're going to choose to stop. But, if that's the life that you're in and you're just constantly using the calendar to think about, well, what's coming up next? You're never thinking for yourself about what would you like to see next? What would you like to do next? According to your own calendar. What if you thought like that? What if you wanted to make some plans and you didn't adjust your entire life around the schedule someone else made? Ooh, let me expand on this, because I love to go on this tangent too. In life, boy, oh boy, did I ever break that too. I never could stand let me turn the light back on. I could never stand The script. Don't you notice too that there's such a structured timeline for us to do all kinds of things that may not match your soul? Like, by a certain age, you should have a driver's license. So if you're not, why are you not driving if you don't have a driver's license by this age? And all of a sudden, like, you figured out your career and where are you going to college? Have you figured that out? Have you planned yet? Okay, by this age, you're supposed to be doing that. If you're not, whoa. Then all of a sudden, you should be thinking about, like, are you going to get a house? Are you going to get a relationship? You getting married? You should be married. Then all of a sudden, by a certain age, you should be married. What? Okay, who said? What if this don't line up with me? My whole life I was like, not today. And then there's that pressure of like, okay, you should be wanting to have kids at a certain age. They're like, here's the clock, here's the calendar. Are you following along? Like, why are you not having the kids? Well, what's your retirement plan? Are you don't have it? You're going to get something stable. Do you have if you don't, oh my goodness, notice how somehow, some way they planned it all out for us. And everybody, in my opinion, I feel like all aspects of mental health, which they did such a good job, taking everything that's our like soul, the human part of us that's going, well, why am and you're feeling depressed and you're feeling anxious and you're feeling, because your soul's talking to you about this script and about all, and probably questioning it. And you're probably feeling like, whoa, I don't want to, but I don't want to, because your soul's telling you. And so then you're feeling all these heavy things, and then they tell you, well, you have this disorder, you have that. Oh, is that what's happening to your mental health? No. Your soul's talking, to don't let nobody be telling you that it's anything that you're not clear about, because you're clear. If you tap in, don't eat all the sugar and get clear. And because I haven't touched sugar for 7 years, and let me tell you, it really does affect everything. I can honestly say from experience that I had what they were telling me, like severe anxiety and panic attacks and this, that. I should have this medication, that medication. I was like, I figured it out. Don't eat sugar. Don't eat crap. That stuff affects your digestive system, which affects your brain, and everything else goes to shit. So, I mean, my goodness, that was a very multiplex. That could have been 3 videos, and maybe I will divide it up, because how many of you are actually sitting right till the end? Leave me a comment and let me know if you stayed till the end and if anything resonated with you, because I think it's time for us to start living independently from the script, independently from the calendar, independently from the clock. You have your own compass. You have your own plan within you, your own journey. And you can't be governed by what they try to tell you, unless that's working for you somehow, some way. But that's my thought for the day. Much love in every way. Much love, much love, much love.